Okay, I'm going live here and there. Um, got Telegram hooked up. Now I'm going to resend my little retweet. Okay. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about the news, but if you have a question for me, drop it in the comments and I'll get to it. It's not going to be a whole hour show, okay? So like if you got a question, drop it now. Okay. So first thing I was going to say that Ready Go Law is in the news for a lawsuit that we filed on behalf of a three-year-old toddler who is a son of a U.S. citizen who went into administrative processing. Okay, so for those that have been talking to me or following me for a long time, you know that I think that administrative processing is sort of a scam and nothing is really happening. It's just a bunch of government agencies pretending like something's happening. And I kind of think that this goes to prove my point that maybe AI is making these decisions, because there's no world in which a 3-year-old needs national security vetting. Okay, but that's what happened. Went to interview. They said, well, it's going to be okay. And then a month later, they send them back the passport with the DS 5535 form. And they're asking for, all the travel history, social media history, and work history. And this little kid likes, Paw Patrol and Bluey, the cartoon Bluey from Australia, and Peppa Pig, and Bluey. I don't know whether it was Paw Patrol, Bluey, or Peppa Pig that put him in administrative processing. But the State Department has messed up, because this made me angry. So, we filed the complaint in the Central District of California. It's been assigned to Judge Percy Anderson, and already got one journalist telling the story. And I've emailed the government. Journalist emailed the government, and so they know what's coming here. So hopefully they'll get that fixed. Let me see what else is going on. I could just go into Google and type in immigration news and see what I'm forgetting. The Trump administration is planning a few different things. Yesterday, the big story was that Trump said he was going to give people $1,000 that were in the U.S. undocumented to leave. If that is your situation, before you take $1,000 to leave the U.S., please consult with an immigration attorney, because there could be serious consequences with that. And you just want to make sure you talk to an attorney before you do it. Okay. This is the news story. This is the story from today. Trump has to have the headline every day. Has to see his name in the paper. Okay. So the Trump administration is planning to deport migrants now without legal status to Libya, a country long plagued by armed conflict. Okay. I want to say that some of these, the people that they were planning on sending to Libya are from Asia. So not exactly convenient for them. But that's what's going on. I guess maybe there's only so much capacity in El Salvador, or maybe that relationship is not working out, or maybe the contractors that are making a fortune on these flights are thinking that the longer the flight is, the more money they'll make. I mean, definitely the fossil fuel companies. This is a ton of gasoline. Fly these big planes all over the world. Mass deportation is all about money. It's not. You like to think that the U.S. maybe there's people that are evil that hate immigrants. Yeah, there's some of them, but what's really causing this is greed. There's a lot of people behind the scenes that are making a lot of money off of this. So that's my 2 cents today. Those are the main stories in the news. Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about group lawsuits. Okay, we file group lawsuits. Everybody knows that we file mandamus lawsuits, but we also file small group lawsuits, sometimes big group lawsuits. And we can only do that, though, when you have a group of people that are facing the same barrier, that are similarly situated. So, in other words, we would not want to file a group lawsuit with like an H-1B applicant and a family-based applicant, or a student visa and uh, a work visa. I mean, like, they're different kinds of categories. They have to be the same general category, and it has to be the same, like, general length of delay. First of all, we don't file mandamus lawsuits if the delay is under 6 months, unless it's a toddler. If you're a 3-year-old and you're watching this right now, your mother probably has messed up your YouTube settings. But if you're a 3-year-old and you're watching this right now, and you have been in an administrative processing for less than 6 months, we will still file a lawsuit for you, and I'll probably give you a deal. Okay. What else am I going to talk about? Okay, so we are only doing onboarding internally right now for Iranian student and researchers for those group lawsuits. On our website, there's an interest list for that, and that's how we onboard those cases. Okay. Isabella, my assistant, our office manager, is in charge of that. She's very efficient. She does a really good job. Go up here to group lawsuit list, and you'll see we have 2 interest lists, one for family-based Iranians and one for students or researchers. And so you do this one down here. If you're family-based and you're in AP for 6 months or more, do sign up for this interest list, but I'm not filing that group lawsuit yet. What I'm going to wait to file that group lawsuit until Trump actually puts the travel ban into effect that we all know is forthcoming. And I would like to use that group to challenge the legality of that ban if we identify material, substantive, unlawful mechanism within that ban or the way it is implemented. I'm fairly confident that will happen, though. It happened with Proclamation 9645 and 9983, and basically every single proclamation Trump's ever done contains at least one clause that is an unlawful policy that we can challenge in court, in federal court. So if you're family-based or your student, Iranian visa applicant, sign up on the interest list to be notified about group lawsuit opportunities. If you're another category, contact us directly. And if you, back to our website, there's a place on our website. I talked about this before, so forgive me if you are a weekly watcher. But on our website, under Contact Us, like there's Home and then there's Contact Us, you can actually book a consult with me and a paralegal that speaks your language to translate, right? So do that if you need to talk to us, or if you want to talk directly to my paralegals, who are usually more accessible, our attorneys. Here's their contact information, their WhatsApp and Telegram. Okay. So it doesn't look like we have any questions today, which is great. I have 1,000 things to do. I'm in the middle of filing a complaint for a colleague that I'm going to be local counsel for. So I'm going to go ahead and take care of that. And I will see you next Wednesday, the 14th, right? For Let's Talk Immigration. Everybody have a good week. Take care of yourself. Be safe.